This is a story about friendship, the kind that begins even before a single word is spoken. It's about two golden retrievers, Winston and Doug, and the extraordinary love they share with a little girl named Miller. From the moment Miller arrived home, Winston and Doug instinctively understood something had changed. But there was no confusion or jealousy in their eyes, only warmth, devotion, and an overwhelming sense of love. They didn't just accept Miller, they cherished her. It was as if they knew, deep down, that this tiny human had become the center of their universe. They watched over her with a gentleness that words can't quite capture. Somehow, they knew she was fragile, that she needed care. Not a single toy of hers was ever torn apart. Not one squeaky sound dared to break their calm when she was near. And Doug, who used to guard his favorite donut-shaped toy like treasure, began placing it gently beside Miller, a silent gesture that said, "This is for you. My most precious thing is now yours." Winston, always eager to help, became her soft protector, curled around her like a living blanket, his paws tucked under her as if shielding her from the world. When Miller began crawling, she crawled toward them, and when she began to speak, her very first word wasn't mama or dada, it was dog. Each day began with joy. As morning light filled the room, Winston and Doug would be the first to poke their noses into her nursery, gently nudging her pillows as if to ask, "Are you awake yet? We've got another beautiful day to share." And every time, Miller's face would light up with laughter and delight, clapping her tiny hands in excitement. Watching them together was like witnessing a quiet miracle, something honest and pure unfolding. As Miller grew, so did their bond. She learned to take her first steps holding on to their fur. They stood by her side, patient and still, never once pulling away. When she napped, Doug would lie silently at her door, while Winston rested at the foot of her crib, as if guarding not just her body, but her dreams too. In those moments, the house wasn't filled with noise, but with the silence of love, a silence so deep and warm that no words were needed. They weren't just pets, they were her first friends, her protectors, her golden angels. This story reminds us that animals feel deeply. They love, they understand, and they give without expecting anything in return. For those with the smallest hearts, dogs can become the most loyal companions, and sometimes their very first heroes. If this story of Miller, Doug, and Winston touched your heart, please like, comment, and subscribe to Hearttail Diaries for more beautiful stories about the bonds that make life so special.